52-year-old Yvonne Farrell from Hertfordshire successfully sued Hertfordshire Police and received the obligatory meaningless apology and £45,000 in damages. Yvonne was unlawfully arrested in August 2018 after she staged a sit-in on her partner's car when a tow truck arrived to clamp it. Yvonne pleaded with the tow truck operators to let her roll the vehicle less than 3 yards onto private land, but they refused to allow it before Hertfordshire's finest turned up and dragged her off the vehicle by one leg and one arm. Of course, police couldn't actually arrest her for anything criminal as she'd broken no laws, so they fell back on the good old Public Order Act. However, they threatened to strip her of her clothes if she failed to cooperate with them. True to form, after she refused to give her details to the attending police, she was arrested, taken to a police station, placed in a camera cell, and then stripped of her clothing in an act described by her lawyer designed to humiliate, distress and embarrass her with a view to forcing her to confess her identity. Yvonne, who says she's a Rastafarian, was given what she called hot pants and a crop top to wear, but due to her cultural beliefs that women should only wear long dresses, she refused to wear what the police had provided her. She was tossed a blanket which she wrapped around herself for nearly 3 hours before police allowed her to redress by giving back her clothes, before releasing her from custody some 11 hours after she was initially detained. Yvonne made the obligatory complaint, which of course was dismissed by the Force's cover-up department, the professional standards. However, Hertfordshire Police failed to consider the consequences of a brief like Iain Gould, who took Yvonne's case, coming for them. Iain pursued court proceedings, claiming basic, special, aggravated and exemplary damages, and Ms Farrell was offered £45,000 in damages from the Force in December, although the police did not apologise. However, a month on, and Hertfordshire Police have since made what's been called a grovelling apology, in which they say, "We got it wrong," and saying they were extremely sorry for any injuries that she suffered as a result of police action. Iain Gould said he was delighted with the terms of the settlement, but said all of this was entirely unnecessary and amounts to a vast waste of public money and the time of everybody involved. The letter of apology from Deputy Chief Constable Michelle Dunn said, "Having investigated the incident, I accept that you should not have been arrested. When you were in custody, the officers were unable to assess whether you were at risk of harming yourself. As a result, your clothes were removed from you and you were given a safety suit to wear to preserve your modesty and to ensure that you would not cause yourself any harm with your clothes. For religious reasons, you were unable to wear that safety suit and as a result remained unclothed for a period of time. I accept that the removal of your clothes must have been very upsetting. I'm extremely sorry for any injuries that you suffered as a result of the actions of Hertfordshire Police. On this occasion, we got it wrong. I apologise unreservedly." Yvonne said of the incident, "All I remember was police cars suddenly arriving outside my home. I kept saying I had done nothing wrong. This was a civil matter and the police should only be here if I have done something criminal. I said, in fact, you should be taken by side. I'm the public. You're supposed to be here to serve the people." I was pulled off the car and I went down to the ground. They proceeded to handcuff me really tightly. I was in immense pain. I pleaded with them to loosen the handcuffs, but they wouldn't listen to me. I was crying out in pain. They didn't tell me where they were taking me, and during my journey my dress strap kept dropping down, exposing my breast. Mr Gould said of Yvonne's degrading treatment in the police cell, "This was nothing less than an act of coercion and humiliation deliberately committed against Yvonne for the purpose of forcing her to give the police her personal details." Deputy Chief Constable Dunn, however, goes out of her way to assert that the decision to strip Yvonne of her clothes was an act of safeguarding and devotes the longest section of her letter to justifying this. In this respect, therefore, the letter contains at its heart not an apology, but an excuse, suggesting that Yvonne has misunderstood the police's good intentions, and hence, with that failure to accept blame for the worst abuse of power perpetrated against Yvonne, does not go nearly far enough. As I wrote previously, senior officers and force management are often content to put money where their mouth should be, and it's hard to believe that all of the right lessons will be learned, in fact, when the police still seek to deny the most serious wrong. Now, it's always good to hear of a win against these bastards. It's just a shame that more people don't take up action against their treatment when they have been mistreated by the police. Big thank you to channel supporters, especially these guys. Your support is truly appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, as I know many of you will. And until next time, stay safe, look after each other, film the police and other officials.